begin with the Fox 10 News alert. A deadly crash under investigation near Chandler.
2 people were killed in a 4-vehicle crash along Interstate 10 near Riggs Road today. Fox 10's Lindsay Regis joins us live with the details. Lindsay.
John and Christina, we are about a mile away from where that crash happened, and compared to 4 o'clock, the traffic looks a lot different. Take a look. Just a few minutes ago, they opened up I-10. Now, I-10 was shut down both westbound and eastbound since noon today and just opened up about 5 minutes ago. You are looking at I-10 East right now. Drivers were exiting this exit that I'm right next to. Now, DPS says a 2-axle box truck was driving west on I-10 and did not slow down with traffic. That driver crashed into several vehicles, including a pickup truck. Both trucks were pushed into the median and caught on fire. DPS says both drivers died, and it's unknown if they are male or female.
That particular area, I-10 and Riggs Road, yeah, we do respond to fatal collisions, serious injury collisions down there. But all of these were driver error, as was today. With the explosive population growth of the valley, a lot of development down there, a lot more cars, a lot more traffic, and ADOT has a plan to try to alleviate that with the 3rd lane. But in the meantime, we're going to ask the public to pay attention to the driving. Don't drive distracted. Don't drive fatigued. Don't drive impaired. And these kind of horrific crashes will not happen.
Yeah, and 2 other people in 2 separate vehicles were injured. They were taken to the hospital. Reporting live, Lindsay Regis, Fox 10 News.
Lindsay, thanks. A woman killed in a murder-suicide in Glendale yesterday was set to graduate from Grand Canyon University to earn her master's degree. That was supposed to happen this morning. 24-year-old Monet Newton was found shot at her apartment near the Loop 101 in Union Hills. Police say friends and family were coming into town to celebrate this milestone. But they became concerned when she did not pick them up from the airport. A family friend went to check on her and found her dead. Police say she was shot by 22-year-old Chase Cooper, who then took his own life. The two were in a romantic relationship that recently ended. They had been together for less than a year.
Not sure how long this couple was having a problem, but it obviously escalated to the point that 2 individuals lost their lives. We want people to know that there's help out there. If you feel like you're in any kind of danger, if you feel like you're in a situation that can't be resolved, go to a shelter, call 911, do all that you can so that it doesn't escalate to this point.
GCU says they are offering counseling and support to anyone at the university who knew Monet.
Early voting is underway in the Grand Canyon State, and if you're ready to cast your ballot before Election Day, here's what you need to know about that. You can vote by mail or in person at voting centers all around the state. There are 12 in Maricopa County. If you've received your mail-in ballot, you can fill it out at home, and then you can drop it off at a drop box or just drop it in your mailbox. On October 25th, Maricopa County will open additional voting centers, and then on Election Day, more than 200 voting sites will be open.
You do not need to be on the early voting list to be able to vote early. Even if you've got a ballot in the mail and you decide that you want to go to a location, you can go ahead and go into that location, and that ballot that was sent to you, it will be deactivated so that people aren't able to vote twice.
To learn more about voting deadlines and locations, you can always check our website, fox10phoenix.com.
President Biden is planning a return trip to Arizona. He will be in the state next Thursday and Friday. His office says this is an official visit for an event, but no other details have been released. The president was here last March for a visit to the Chandler Intel campus to talk about federal investments in the semiconductor industry.
Investigations underway following an aggressive arrest causing national outcry.
Fox 10's Lauren Clark joins us now with how city leaders are responding to what happened here. Phoenix police are at the center of this. And this guy's attorney says the man who is deaf and disabled was the victim of a violent police assault.
That's right, John and Christina. Now, Mayor Gallego and several city council members have seen that body camera video, and they have said it's disturbing. They have also pointed out that separate investigations are on the way, including the Professional Standards Bureau and Phoenix's Force Evaluation Review Unit. Now, that video shows Tyrone McAlpin's August 19th arrest has happened off of Indian School and 12th Street, and we are looking to speak to his attorney tomorrow, but we did obtain video and police records today. An encounter that's sparking outrage.
Hey, buddy, stop where you're at. Let's see.
Here's a look again from two angles: the officer's body camera and store surveillance footage. On the left, you see a man later identified as 34-year-old Tyrone McAlpin walking, looking down at his phone. A cop car approaches. On the right, you see the door open after giving orders to stop. Within moments, the officer puts his hands on McAlpin and punches are thrown in both directions. Then a third angle as a second officer arrives. His camera is obstructed. He later tells another cop that it flew off. Cameras capture repeated punches and tasers. A woman later shows up, identifying herself as McAlpin's wife. She explains why he didn't follow the officer's commands.
What kind of disabilities do you have?
He's deaf and he's got cerebral palsy.
How is he deaf if you've been on the phone?
Because I know sign language, that's why. I signed to him.
Multiple cop cars and paramedics later arrive. One officer tells them he's injured. The second officer also reported a swelling hand in the police report, which also accused McAlpin of repeatedly swinging at officers and leaving a bite mark. According to that document, it all began when officers were called to a gas station with reports of a fight. A man identified McAlpin as his attacker from across the street.
You're saying that's the guy that's
right there. You can back right on there.
That's when officers say they pursued McAlpin in their vehicles. Police documents state gas station employees did not witness any fight, and no angles from the security cameras there captured any punches thrown. McAlpin has not been charged with assaulting the man at the gas station. He is, however, facing charges of aggravated assault against an officer, which is a felony. Now, we did receive this statement here from Plea, and it reads in part, while some in the media are making this incident about race and discrimination, it really is about two police officers in full Phoenix police uniform driving fully marked police cars coming under immediate attack by someone who is alleged to have committed a crime. Our officers have the right to defend themselves. And also, we have heard from Maricopa County Attorney Rachel Mitchell. She said she will be personally reviewing all of the video and the file. We did reach out to Phoenix Police and we sent them a list of questions. We have not yet heard back, but we will update the story if they do respond. Reporting live here in the control room, Lauren Clark, Fox 10 News.
Okay, Lauren, thank you. Well, smoke could be seen for miles in the West Valley. It's all part of a prescribed burn near the Tres Rios wetlands near 91st Avenue and Baseline in Tolleson. The Arizona Department of Forestry and Fire Management says the goal is to reduce dense vegetation and restore habitats along the Salt River. It also serves as a training exercise for Phoenix firefighters. This is the beginning of a series of prescribed burns statewide happening this week, so be aware. A warm start to fall, for sure.
But there are some changes in store. We even felt a little of it this morning. Meteorologist Erica Horbatine is here with more.
Yeah, temperatures are going to be dropping to a little bit closer to normal as we head into this weekend, but we really can't forget what we've experienced in fall so far, which is well above average temperatures and especially that 21-day streak of record highs. This is a trend that's not only happening here in Arizona, but all across the country. Everyone is experiencing warmer fall seasons. And this data here examines the fall season, September, October, November, average temperatures. And as you can see, a lot of that dark red and bright red coloring is out west. That's where our average fall temperatures have climbed by more than 3 degrees since 1970 to 2023. And a closer look at some of our spots in Arizona, Phoenix in particular is seeing a huge rise in temperatures throughout the fall season by more than 5 degrees since 1970. Up north, they've been experiencing that as well, a little bit less, but still more than 2 degrees of warming during the fall season, and in Prescott, more than 3 degrees of warming. So this is something that is expected to continue. And while we do see fluctuations year to year, the general trend does show that that average temperature is increasing. So expect warmer weather throughout the fall season.